for Gann's trend reversal time calculation. So my first technique, zero loss 2/1 ratio call spread and put spread. There are two zero loss techniques. So whenever zero loss we used to say, that means this particular strategy won't give any losses. So often people used to ask me, is it possible to have such kind of strategies which cannot give any losses? Yes, it is possible. But you have to implement those strategies in a proper way. So this is, as all of you know, that smart finance innovations are going on from the year of 2005. These zero loss techniques we have documented, or we have fine-tuned after many years of research. We have just fine-tuned what is the process of implementing these strategies, how much fund is required, how much profit annually you can expect. So annual expectations of profit will be 16 to 20% post tax and post expenditure. So post expenditure, not post tax, post expenditure. This was 16 to 20% you can get. Fund required, current margin situation, 3 to 3.5 lakhs. And once the new margin system as expected by the market, if it is implemented, then this margin requirement also can come down more than half. So 1.5 lakhs to 2 lakhs rupees, same strategies you can able to initiate in future. Currently it is 3 to 3.5 lakhs required. So what is this zero loss strategy? So first strategy, technique number 5. So this says that 2/1 ratio, short ratio, call and put spread. Both things you have to take. Market neutral strategy, 2/1 ratio, short call and put spread. Excel sheet I will be providing you. So what it does here, you will be buying one call option and put option and selling two call option and two put option of the same expiry. Keep in mind, of the same expiry. It should not be from the different expiry. So how to choose the strikes to buy and how to choose the strike to sell. Which strike call option I should buy, which strike call option I should sell, which strike put option I should buy, and which strike put option I should sell. That is very important here. If you haphazardly implement this particular strategy, it is not going to give you any zero loss tendency or not going to give you any profit. It can land you in loss also. So thing is that implementation should be proper as per the procedures outlined here. Calculate the monthly volatility from past 10 days spot data. Calculate monthly price range. Take the 1/3 of price range and take the 2/3 of the price range. So 2/3 at form a 2/1 ratio spread or in the put call or put strike at price of reference plus 1/3 of price range. That is, buying of a call happens at a price of reference plus 1/3 of price range. Selling of call happens buying strike plus 2/3 of the price range. And same way, put strike should be 1/3 of the price. Once you go to the example, you can able to understand it in a better way. So same way, put strikes can be decided. Put strikes to sell can be decided. So this decision part, once you look at the example, you can able to understand in a better way. What are the rules here? That is very important. Very, very important rule. 3 to 4 rules. Exit. At any point of time, if you are getting 1.5% to 2% return on your net capital employed, book the profit and come out. Or you can wait for a 10 days period, maximum 10 days period. And if within 10 days you are not realizing anything, you should come out. If the position is in the first week of the settlement, very carefully listen to this. First week of the settlement, if you initiate, any time the underlying spot price move to buy and sell strike, midpoint, book the profit or loss. So if the first week of the settlement, second and third week of settlement, book the profit near the sell strike. For example, if I'm telling that you are buying 11,200 call option and 11,200 put option. So this will clear lot of your doubts. So these two strikes you are buying, and Say you are selling 11,400 call option 2 lots, selling 2 lots, and same way you are selling 11,000 put options 2 lots. So these 2 lots you are selling, these 2 lots you are selling, and you are buying this. If this is the thing, and if you have initiated this particular strategy on the first week of the settlement, and the price moved to 11,200 and 11,400 midpoint, which is 11,300, or if the price is moving to 11,100. So if the price come to 11,300 or 11,100, you should book the profit and loss. Whatever the situation is there, you should book it and come out. If you are in the second week, then wait till 11,000 or 11,400. So if you are in the last week of the settlement, you should form the strategy in the near month. Suppose if you have initiated in the December, you must initiate in the last week of December. You should initiate this strategy in terms of in the month of January. So this is what it says. Profit and loss booking rules. This is how you should book a profit and loss. Second part comes here. If the Nifty's annual volatility is above 4.3% to 4.5%, the selling strike must be the 1/3 of the price range. Earlier I have told you. So selling strike must be 1/3 of the price range, and another one part of implementation is the selling strikes must recover 70%, minimum 70% of the buying cost. So this is the rules. So time being, it will be looking little complex. So now move to the example part. So once we'll go for an example, we'll go for a back testing, we can able to understand it in a better way. So here, so this is the strategy implementation. I have created a back testing for the period of December 2018 to this December 2019. So entire 1 year's period I have done, and those who have joined this program earlier, so to them also I have already told. So this particular till December 18th, this implementation has given a gain of 65,146. I am just cutting out expenses at the rate of 20 rupees per lot, taxes and other, though I am just putting little higher side. So 45,926 rupees it has given again so far till December. Exactly 1 year period, post expenses, it is 15% it gives you. Post expenses, very conservative strategy. So just go back to that explanations. The last implementation, 28th November, this is being generated 28th November, sorry, not 28th November, this is on the 11th of December. 11th of December, we are implementing this particular strategy, and we have chosen to buy this call option, put option, sell this call option and put option. How we have decided. So I am just going to the last part here. I have taken on so 28th November, 11th December. So here 11th December, 10 days I am holding, or any time I am getting 1.5% to 2%, I am just coming out of my trade. So what I did here, just a little bit of, I am just expanding this particular things by changing its font size. So I am making it 16. So slightly bigger fonts you can get. So 11th of December, I am taking the past trailing 10 days Nifty spot data. Trailing 10 days Nifty spot data. I am calculating its volatility. All of you know how to calculate the volatility using the past data, or anybody wants the explanation? All of you, I am using the LL parameter or the logarithmic parameter. So this logarithmic parameter of the new data divided by the old data. So these are the dates. What are the dates we have taken? So that also I will be saying. So 11th of December we have taken. So I'll just open off that Nifty spot data. So Nifty spot data. So date also we can put it here. So 11th of December here. So past 10 days. So this is 10 records comes here. So 28th November to 11th December. This is the Nifty spot data, not future data. So this is the date. So I am dividing 29th November closing with the 28th November closing and taking the logarithmic value. Whatever the value I got, I squared it. Like this way, all remaining 9 days. So there are 10 days are there, so I will be getting 9 records. So I have just for all 9 days, I have just taken the logarithm, squared it. Then I have taken the average of this, whatever the logarithmic value I got, whatever the square logarithm value I got, I just got an average. I am calculating a variance. Variance I am calculating from square average minus average square. So the difference variance is in the one of the statistical term. So then I am just taking the square root of variance and multiplying with the square root of 30 to get the monthly volatility. So monthly volatility is coming, if you multiply with the 100, it is coming with 2.5%. 2.5% of monthly volatility. Once you get this monthly volatility, you multiply the reference price is here 11th of December we are going to initiate. So 11th of December we are multiplying this 11,910 with this monthly volatility. It is giving us that 301 point of movement. So till this point, whether you have understood, 301 point of movement is expected in a month time starting from 11th December. Means 11th December to 10th January 2020, you are expecting the Nifty to move by 300 points. So this 300 points, you are dividing by 1/3 we require. So 1/3 divided by 3 is 100. So price of reference is 11,910. I am adding 100, so 12,010. I am subtracting 100. I am getting 11,809. So my strike of choice, which strike call to buy and which strike put to buy, will be nearest to this 12,000 strike call to buy. This is the call to buy, and 11,809. This is the put to buy. So these two things I have made it. Then once I have taken 1/3, I have remaining 2/3. So which is 2/3 of 300 points. 300 points. It is approximately 200 points. So this says that strike to sell call option 12,200. 12,200 strikes to sell 11,600. So this is 11,600 put to be sold. 12,200 call to be sold. So this will be sold each 2 lots. This should be bought each 1 lot. So this is how we have decided this strategy, 2/1 short ratio call spread. So this is what we have decided. So fine. So here I have taken this strikes is being bought, this to buy 1 lot, sell to 2 lots. This happened. December series expiry. So we have established this strategy. Next day, 11,971. Very next day, 12,084, 12,053, 12,165, 12,204. So as per rule, when we should exit? Where we should exit? We are in the second week of the settlement month. Which price we should exit? When we should book a profit or loss, or when we should exit. As per if we are on the first week of the settlement, so midpoint of your buying and selling strike. So here buying is 12,000, so 12,200. If it is coming to 12,100, or Nifty spot goes to the 11,700, we should exit in the first week of the settlement. So we are at the second week of the settlement. We are initiating at 11th December. So we should exit by 18th December. So when the Nifty spot goes above or exactly at 12,200, we should exit from this strategy. So this strategy, which is being initiated at 11th December, by 18th December, it is giving you 1252. Before that also it has given you 1462, 1361. This is the diff has given. However, as per the rule, if you are exiting, you should book a profit of 1252 and come out. Similar way, the choice to buy a strike, sell a strike is being done for a period of, I have shown you here, for a period of 27th December 2018. This is 2018 to till date, and every places the same logic is being followed and same way it is being done it here, and it has given you the profit of 65,000 this month. So here one very important part I just want to say. So all these rules, whatever we are forming, many used to think that okay, this is only simple rules. So if you obey it, it is good. If you do not obey, also it will be good. So yes, you have to enter at 11th December around 3:15 to 3:30 period. So all rules, whatever we have formed. First rule, what I have said. The buying. If you are buying at 150 and here two things you bought at 150 and 120. So 150 plus 120. So almost it is coming to 270. And you must get minimum 70% of that. So 70% of that of the sell premium must be 70% plus of the buy premium. Else you change the strike. Different strike you can choose. So here in month of August, 20th August, I am showing you 3 examples. If this same strategy is initiated by violating the rule, so here 149, so here 149, 118, so you are same two lots of one you are selling, 268 rupees you are spending, however 156 rupees you are taking, so it will be less than, so less than that. So this strategy, instead of profit, it has all the days it has given losses. Look at here, all the days. The day it is initiated till the date for the time, if you are holding for the 10 days period, all the days it has given the losses. And another factor is, you are in the last week of the settlement, so you should initiate in the month of September, not in the month of August. So second rule, month of August, in the last week of the settlement, you should initiate, though it is a month of August last week, but you should initiate this strategy on the month of September. So if you month of September, it should be initiated. This is the first rule. Second, if you initiate it, this, see the result, no point of time this strategy has given you profit. It has given losses. Only one day it has come into profit, that to a very thin profit of 400 rupees. If the same can be implemented in the September series. September series by obeying that same process of our law. So this has gone for 2 to 3 days. It has went into the losses. However, afterwards it has given a profit. Afterwards it has given a profit. So in fact, if you are till 3rd September, same number of days also you hold also, no problem. Only 3 days you have gone. The remaining days you got a profit. Third alternative I have given here. So third alternative I have given here, that if you go with wrong strikes, instead of selling a proper strike, if you go for the wrong strike, same 20th August, see the same thing I am repeating, 20th August, here to also 20th August, here to 20th August. First one I have taken by overruling the rules that last week we are taking for the month of August. We are not obeying that rule. We are not obeying the 70% rule, so it has gone against. We obeyed the rule, we got profit. Third, I am telling, instead of taking a proper strike, if you are taking some wrong strikes, just telling that, okay, why should I take this 11,400 and 600? I should go for 11,500 and 10,400 puts. If you do that also, it won't give you any profit. Very small profit you are getting, 200 rupees, 400 rupees. So here, so the conclusion is the rules which is being made for this, very simple rules, you must follow that. So most important rules you must follow. Cost of selling should recover 70% cost of buying. Number one. Number two, if you are in the last week of the current expiry, so you must initiate the position in the new expiry. Number three here, if the monthly volatility between 4.3 to 4.5%, so the selling strike you decide at 1/3 of the price range, not with the 2/3 of the price range. So these three rules, if you obey, you are at a great success you can make in this strategy. And not only that, you must know when you should book the profit. If it is 1 to 1.5% to 2% of your net capital employed, come out of this strategy without holding these things. If you are in the first week, price move to the midpoint of your buy and sell strike, come out. If you are in the second or third week of the settlement, book the profit once it is coming to the selling side of your strike. Most of you will be knowing that what used to happen in this strategy in the exceptional case, like in the September 20th you have seen, September 20th one, what has happened, 3rd September to 20th September, I have taken here. There is a huge jump, 10,700 to 11,274. What happens in this strategy? 500 point movement. So, though this strategy was maturing at 13th of September, I just expanded it till the 20th September. You can see that how much we are getting. On that time, also 2,700 you are getting on that. So these rules, very carefully drafted, you must follow this minimum rules, this minimum criteria. If you follow, this strategy gives you wonderful. The same rule is being followed, and this is from 27th December 2018 to till date, till the December 2019, it is being mentioned 65,000 profit it has given. In between there are critical months like election months and all. You can avoid those central election times, 1 or 2 months, but that also is being added here. And other parts also, I have just given a very higher stage of your brokerages and taxes. Still, it gives you a great profit of 45,926. Carefully look into this. If it is for 20th August, I have created 3 alternatives just to show if you do not follow that rules, then one case, though it will be little zero loss, but it may not give you any profit. Other case, it won't give you any profit, rather it will give you loss. Second case, if you follow the rules only, you can get the success. This is only for August I have given you.